Today I just want to quickly cover Michael Porter Jr. This kid has been balling. What I want to do is also talk about how the Nuggets seem to be like the new OKC. And what I mean by that is they have been drafting extremely well. Something that Denver has done is taking some very, very good risk with regards to their drafting. Not only have they taken risk, but they have also drafted properly. They have drafted Nikola Jokic as well as Murray and all of these young guys that they have on their team. And now you throw in Michael Porter Jr., which they've drafted knowing that he had this major back injury and a bunch of teams passed up on him. And they also drafted Bobo, someone who is seen sort of as a raw, talented big man who can do many things. The one thing that both Bobo and Michael Porter Jr. have in common is that they're extremely tall and long and have multiple skills with regards to dribbling as well as shooting and passing, rebounding and defending. The potential for these kids is amazing. It's crazy to look at this Denver Nuggets team and see how good they are. I think they're currently sitting in third place. And to see that they have all this potential that hasn't even been reached yet. And you only ask yourself, like, where can this team go? Are they going to actually build a championship caliber team? Or are they going to become the new OKC in terms of they're going to be extremely good for a couple years, but then due to contract issues, they're going to have to let go or trade some of these players the way that OKC had to trade Harden. Now, I said I was going to talk about Michael Porter Jr., so let's go ahead. In the last 3 games, here's what he's done. Against OKC, he had an extremely efficient 37-point game, shooting 12 for 16 from the field. This kid is special, and I remember when he was in high school, he was really the #1 recruit, and everyone was hyped about him. And then he had those injuries, and things just kind of took a turn. Teams did not want to take a gamble on him, but the Nuggets did, and it's paid off. Not only did he have that 37-point game versus OKC, he followed that with a 30-point game, going 11 for 19 against the Spurs, and then also followed that up with a 27-point game, going 10 for 18 against the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, in these last 3 games, he's been on fire, and that brings up an interesting question. What are the Denver Nuggets going to do when their team is fully healthy and they are in the playoffs? Are they going to continue to play Michael Porter Jr., or are they going to put him on the bench? I think what they should do is actually put Millsap on the bench, being that he's a veteran, and put Michael Porter Jr. in as a sort of stretch power forward because he has the length. I think Michael Porter Jr. is either 6'9 or 6'10, and he can play the power forward position and give you great production as a starter. And then you have a veteran who can kind of sacrifice someone who's actually been an all-star in this league and has done great things in terms of teams play when he was playing for the Atlanta Hawks, because it might be easier to convince a veteran like him who has been through the league and hasn't won that this is the best thing for the team, and that if he comes off the bench, he's a professional and he knows that he's there to do a job and he can do it well as be the leader for that second unit. The other thing to quickly look at with Michael Porter Jr., since I mentioned that he can be used as a power forward, is his rebounding. In the first game where he had 37, he had 12 rebounds. In that second game, he had 15 rebounds. And then in the last game, he had 12 rebounds again. So this kid can really rebound, and he has the athleticism to not only be able to pick that rebound up, but also push it and make the assist or finish in transition, or just simply pull up for that 3 because he has the range and he can hit that shot consistently. But anyways, that's what I wanted to cover today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.